In today's video, we take a close look at the heartbreaking case of Samantha Keithley, a loving mother whose life was taken in the most devastating way imaginable. Samantha Keithley, aged 33, seemed to be living an ideal existence to many. She juggled two thriving careers while raising 4 children in a lovely home in Land O'Lakes, Florida. Her husband, Kirk, was a respected deputy with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. On the night of September 23, 2018, that perfect picture shattered into horror. Samantha was born in Fayetteville, North Carolina, on December 29, 1984. In her younger days, she faced profound loss and showed remarkable strength. Her mother succumbed to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma when Samantha was only 16. Rather than letting sorrow destroy her, she stepped up to hold her family together. Her younger brother, Taylor Starling, later shared, "We were best friends growing up. Losing our mom so young pulled us even closer. She was always there for me, stepping into a motherly role." That early burden shaped Samantha into an extraordinary person. She naturally looked after others, even amid her own hardships. After the family moved, Samantha attended Bloomingdale High School in Brandon, Florida. There she met Kristen Kellen, who became her closest lifelong friend. They graduated together in 2003, bonding deeply as both had navigated tough teenage years. Friends noticed right away that Samantha stood out. She had a vibrant energy and truly embraced life. Kellen would recall her as electric, strikingly beautiful, and full of fun adventures, echoing what her uncle said, "I liked her, and we shared some wild, wonderful times." Beyond her lively spirit, Samantha had a gift for making people feel seen and safe. This showed up in how she supported her brother and reached out to those in need. By September 2018, Samantha balanced 2 intense jobs alongside motherhood. She had just earned a promotion to assistant manager at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Tampa, where she'd worked for over a decade. The place felt like family, and colleagues admired her dedication and expertise. Joe Lupp said, "Sam was part of our Hard Rock family for more than 10 years. She was truly loved by all who knew her. Right now, we're coming together to support each other through this immense grief." Samantha didn't stop at the casino. She had trained as a nurse and was venturing into real estate without formal classes. She joined Keller Williams Realty in Lakeland, Florida, and quickly excelled, specializing in luxury properties in the Tampa Bay region. Her team leader, Damon Boyce, noted how seamlessly she fit in and how strong her performance was in such a short time. Samantha displayed the same relentless drive that had defined her life, even though real estate was new to her. Co-worker Chris McLaughlin called her Wonder Woman for handling everything: early casino shifts, late-night real estate study, school runs, packed lunches, homework help, while making it look easy. More importantly, she ensured everyone around her felt cherished. At her funeral, Rose Cryer shared how Samantha had encouraged her to escape an abusive relationship. Samantha told her, "Rose, you deserve better than that. So many people love you. You're not alone. You need to leave." Cryer reflected, even in life, Samantha was protecting others from the very fate that would claim her. Samantha always spotted when someone needed support and acted without hesitation. Samantha Keithley wed Kirk Keithley in 2012, blending their families to raise 4 children. Mark, 14, was her son from a prior relationship. Peyton, 7, was Kirk's from his earlier marriage. Together they had Olivia, 4, and Avalon, 2. From the outside, they had it all. In February 2018, they bought their dream home on Terrazzo Way in the Bexley neighborhood of Land O'Lakes, a cream-colored 2-story house priced at $322,000. It was in a safe, family-oriented area with excellent schools, the embodiment of the American dream. Kirk seemed like the dependable officer every family would trust for protection. He joined the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office on June 15, 2009, after serving with the St. Petersburg Police Department. Nearly 20 years in law enforcement with no major incidents suggested stability. Yet subtle red flags emerged later. Samantha's family described Kirk as acting superior and distant at gatherings, reluctant to connect with in-laws. His record included a 2016 warning for misusing communication tools, a 2011 counseling letter for an avoidable crash, and a 2008 St. Petersburg police report noting a rigid personality and suggesting training in interpersonal skills. The word rigid stood out, implying someone detached and socially limited, needing guidance to relate effectively. Despite these, no domestic calls were logged at their home. Close friends and family saw no obvious immediate risk. Neighbors painted a different picture of subtle control. Before moving to Land O'Lakes, the Keithleys lived across from Griffith for 5 years. He called himself the neighborhood mayor but could never connect with Kirk. Samantha was warm when alone but became reserved, only a hello or wave when Kirk was around. In retrospect, Griffith found it chilling, suggesting she adjusted her behavior in his presence, a classic sign of control in abusive dynamics. He tried linking Kirk with another deputy from Georgia, but Kirk brushed them off. Such isolation is common in abusive situations, cut off support networks to trap the victim. These hints weren't enough to foresee the tragedy. Experts note victims face peak danger when leaving or asserting independence. Samantha's real estate success may have challenged Kirk's control. Tragically, this wasn't isolated. Data shows law enforcement officers commit domestic violence at higher rates than average, often with lethal outcomes for victims. Colleagues rarely know about home issues, officers know how to avoid traces and exploit the system. Victims hesitate to call, fearing colleagues respond. Job stress from constant exposure to trauma can harm mental health, sometimes leading to substance abuse or violence without proper support. Toxicology later confirmed Kirk's intoxication that night: blood alcohol at 0.156, nearly double Florida's limit, plus oxycodone. The mix impairs judgment, heightens aggression, and fuels deadly choices. The evening of September 23, 2018, started normally but spiraled. Samantha was ill, needing rest and care from a partner. Instead, it sparked 6 hours of torment. She repeatedly asked Kirk to leave her alone due to sickness. A supportive spouse would have allowed that. Instead, his anger escalated with growing intoxication. The exact trigger remains unknown: work stress, money concerns, resentment over her career growth, or the deadly blend of substances and control issues? Samantha eventually left for a hotel, a crucial step showing she sensed danger and sought safety. Likely aiming to de-escalate and give space. Sadly, she returned home, perhaps believing he'd cooled off, worried for the kids, or feeling no other option. Victims often underestimate lethality due to manipulation and hope the partner won't truly harm them. At 11:50 p.m., she sent urgent texts to Kristen Kellen: "Kirk has lost his mind, Kristen. He's literally losing it. He's been harassing me for the last 6 hours and I've asked him repeatedly to just leave me alone because I'm sick." The words reveal deep distress and a plea for help. Lost his mind suggests this intensity was unusual. She added, "I just chucked my ring outside," a defiant symbol the marriage was done, possibly fueling his rage. Kellen didn't see the messages until around 2 a.m., then replied in the morning, "Too late." The guilt must be overwhelming. Around midnight on September 24, Kirk shot Samantha as she sat on the downstairs couch, perhaps catching her off guard, assuming calm had returned after hours of conflict. He then went upstairs and turned the gun on himself. The nightmare unfolded with 4 children present, forever marked by what they witnessed and heard. 14-year-old Mark heard the shot, discovered his mother's body, and showed extraordinary courage. Instead of panicking, he crawled under the garage door to escape, then called 911, saving his siblings. His 911 call captured the terror: "My mom's been shot. My mom's been shot. Oh my God. My stepdad just shot my mom in the head." He stayed composed enough to give details. When asked about guns, he explained the all-night argument, her hotel stay and return, hearing the fight and gunshot, finding her bloody and dead. He repeated, "He just shot my mom in the head. My stepdad shot my mom in the head." The call dropped, dispatchers redialed frantically, unsure if Mark or the kids were safe. Mark called back, his phone had failed. A friend's father confirmed he was safe nearby, with the 2 young stepsisters out front under neighbor care. Pasco County deputies arrived post-midnight to a grim scene: Samantha shot dead on the couch, Kirk upstairs from a self-inflicted head wound. All 4 children safe but traumatized. "It's devastating what happened here this morning," Pasco County Sheriff Chris Nacco said. The moment someone goes from protecting people to harming people, he forfeits the right, regardless of what agency they are with, to call themselves a law enforcement officer. Toxicology confirmed Kirk's impairment from alcohol and oxycodone. Samantha's uncle Ted Freely later said the substances explain nothing, responsibility lies with Kirk. It offers no comfort or excuse. The loss shocked communities. Real estate colleagues launched a GoFundMe for the children within 24 hours, raising nearly $80,000. The kids went to Samantha's father, with that support securing their future. Her funeral drew crowds to Bell Shoals Baptist Church in Brandon on October 2, 2018. Uncle Ted Freely urged, "Don't reduce this story to her final few minutes when you tell it. That is not what her life was about. If you did that, you would miss out on 33 years of an incredible story filled with highs and lows, happiness and sadness, love, and most importantly, her children." The case highlighted gaps in law enforcement mental health support. It worsened when Deputy Terry Strawn killed his wife, daughter, and granddaughter before suicide on December 19, 2018. Methodical, unlike Kirk's intoxicated rage, but both deputies destroyed families with little warning to colleagues. Strawn's granddaughter attended his assigned school, deepening the tragedy. Together, the incidents spurred reforms: full-time psychologists, emotional support dogs, chaplain programs, behavioral resources, mandatory suicide prevention training, and cultural shifts to destigmatize help-seeking. Sheriff Chronister emphasized, "Hey, I'm having a hard time is not a sign of weakness." Samantha exemplified strength, love, and devotion over 33 years, mother at 16, multiple jobs, raising 4 kids, aiding friends in danger. Her death drove changes that may protect other families. Her children carry her legacy forward. Mark's bravery in calling 911 mirrors her protective nature. Even now, Samantha helps others through those reforms. Remember her light, not the darkness that ended her life. If you or someone you know faces domestic abuse, reach out to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. If suicide thoughts arise, contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. You are not alone. This was a disturbing case, but one that will not be forgotten. If you found this case fascinating, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the Hidden Cases files. We post crime case videos every night.